With a net worth of $800 million and a $4.1 million paycheck at Nassr, Ronaldo can afford to spend on the craziest stuff for his family. Meanwhile, we're over here debating whether to eat out or save for rent. From giving Georgina the most expensive engagement ring in history, to her $100,000 monthly allowance, and her collection of 150 designer handbags. Yes, 150. Ronaldo's spending habits make us wonder if we should start GoFundMe pages for ourselves. Oh, and let's not forget the gift for Ronaldo Jr. that almost got him arrested. But before we get into all that, let's take a moment to appreciate Georgina, his now girlfriend, mother of his children, and soon-to-be wife. Back in 2016, she wasn't living the diamond-studded life we see now. Nope, she was working at a Gucci store in Madrid, folding sweaters and earning $350 a week. Then, plot twist, Ronaldo walked in. 1 minute she's clocking out for a lunch break, the next she's boarding private jets and raising a family with one of the richest athletes in the world. Cinderella could never. And let's not forget the global lifestyle. Most people stress about moving across town. These two have hopped from Madrid to Turin, Manchester, and now Saudi Arabia, casually dragging a life of luxury along with them. Forget U-Haul. They probably have a private team just for relocating their designer handbags. As for Georgina's jewelry, it's not just bling, it's bling with a capital B. Her engagement ring alone is worth $750 grand. Oh, and she's got a backup ring, because why not? Worth $375,000. Pair that with her $100,000 diamond-encrusted watch and other jewels worth a combined $570 grand, and you've got enough sparkle to light up Times Square. And where does she keep all this treasure? In a $125,000 Louis Vuitton jewelry box. Yes, her jewelry box costs more than some houses. Now, Ronaldo has 5 kids, and let's be honest, being the child of one of the world's richest athletes comes with slightly more perks than the rest of us had growing up. His eldest, Cristiano Jr, is 14. Then there are the 6-year-old twins, Eva Maria and Matteo, and another 6-year-old daughter, Alana Martina, who he had with Georgina. And then there's the youngest, Bella Esmeralda, their baby girl. Naturally, Ronaldo loves to spend on them. And by spend, I don't mean the occasional McDonald's Happy Meal. No, we're talking gifts that could fund a small nation's GDP. Take Cristiano Jr, for example. Ronaldo once bought him a $15,000 jet ski. Seems innocent enough, right? Wrong. Back in 2017, the family was vacationing in Portugal, enjoying the sun, the sea, and the sheer audacity of being that rich. Junior was thrilled, zipping around on his shiny new toy, and his aunt, clearly not one for low-key moments, filmed it all and posted it online. Enter the Portuguese police. Turns out, it's illegal for kids that young to ride jet skis. So Ronaldo almost traded his football boots for handcuffs. The incident ended with a fine, but let's just say Junior's water adventures have been a bit more supervised since then. Speaking of Junior, let's talk about his watch game. While most 14-year-olds are wearing digital watches that barely light up, this kid's rocking a Rolex GMT Master 2 Ice. Price tag? A casual $500,000. That's more than your parents' car, and probably your neighbor's too. He first showed it off back in 2020 at the Dubai Globe Soccer Awards, where his dad was being crowned Player of the Century. While Ronaldo soaked in the glory, Junior was out here flexing his wrists like, yeah, this is my life now. But wait, there's more. The family also owns a $7 million super yacht. Imagine a floating mansion with 5 luxury bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and a kitchen so fancy it probably intimidates the chef. Oh, and a gym, because even on vacation, Ronaldo doesn't skip leg day. Junior and the rest of the crew get to lounge in not 1, but 2 separate seating areas. Meanwhile, most of us are stuck packing sandwiches for a trip to the local lake. And don't get me started on Georgina. If there's one person who truly lives like royalty, it's her. Ronaldo's love language might well be luxury goods. One of the wildest gifts he gave her? A $1.38 million Louis Vuitton jewelry cabinet. When she posted it on Instagram, she captioned it, "I'm speechless, Cristiano." The rest of us were like, girl, same. We're speechless because we can't even afford a regular dresser. And then there are the handbags. Oh, the handbags. Georgina owns 150 designer bags, making her closet look more like a private Hermes showroom. One standout is the $450,000 Diamond Himalaya Birkin, made of crocodile leather and sprinkled with actual diamonds. For perspective, that's more expensive than a Ferrari. While most of us are out here stressing over splurging on avocado toast, Georgina's comparing handbags to luxury sports cars. But the luxury doesn't stop there. Let's move to their recent life in Saudi Arabia. When Ronaldo signed his mega deal with Al Nassr, the family packed up and left Manchester's drizzle for Riyadh's golden sands. Their accommodation? Oh, just 17 suites at the Four Seasons Hotel in the Kingdom Tower. 17 suites. Why? Because apparently sharing a single roof is overrated when you're Ronaldo. The bill for this lavish stay? 300 grand a month. While the rest of us are budgeting for coffee runs, Ronaldo's out here spending a fortune on hotel stays like it's pocket change. Ronaldo even took the presidential suite, which is basically the size of a small country. It is a private dining room, a media office, and a living room big enough to practice his signature stepovers. Meanwhile, the rest of the family and entourage were scattered across the other 16 suites, turning the whole floor into their personal playground. Speaking of his contract, Ronaldo's $75 million a year deal with Al Nassr? Yeah, that's a lot of cash, but when you're Cristiano Ronaldo, you don't just sign a contract. You basically sign your name on a money printing machine. And it looks like his son, Cristiano Jr, is ready to get in on the action. So what does Jr do with all his inherited fame? He's off to Saudi Arabia to join the Mod Academy. It's not just any academy, folks. This place is basically Hogwarts, but for football. You don't just get a spot because you're good at kicking a ball around. You've got to be elite. And the price tag for this experience? 15 grand a year. Yep, 15K. That's more than most of us make in a year just to watch the game from the comfort of our couch. But Junior doesn't care. He's too busy soaking up all that football wisdom from coaches like Roberto Mancini and Jose Mourinho. And Junior is not wasting any time showing off what he's learned. This kid doesn't just sit in the back of class. No, sir. He's out there scoring goals like he's on a mission to make everyone else feel bad about their lives. At Juventus, Junior was making defenders look like they were stuck in quicksand, scoring 58 goals and assisting 18 in just 28 games. If that doesn't scream future football legend, I don't know what does. And the kid's got swagger too. He even did his dad's famous CU celebration at an under-12 tournament. Yeah, Junior's out here acting like he's already won 5 Ballon d'Ors, but he's only 10. No big deal. But wait, there's more. Junior isn't just thinking about football. This kid's got business in his blood. He's planning to launch his own clothing line called the Phantom 8 with his friends. Yeah, he's out here designing clothes where the rest of us are still trying to figure out how to fold a t-shirt properly. I mean, his dad's CR7 brand went from underwear to a billion-dollar empire. So Junior is clearly thinking ahead. Let's be real. He's probably already planning his own jet to fly in for the launch party. Now, let's talk about Junior's lifestyle. When your dad is Cristiano Ronaldo, you don't just live in a house, you live in palaces, and not the kind you see in fairy tales. Ronaldo and his family took over the 48th and 49th floors of the 5th tallest building in Saudi Arabia when they moved there. I mean, who needs an apartment when you can just take over 2 floors? And they're not small floors either. These are 17 rooms of sheer luxury. You've got a cinema room, a gym, a swimming pool, a spa, a tennis court, and, of course, a private chef. Because when you're living like royalty, regular food just doesn't cut it. And let's not forget gift giving. Back when Junior was starting at Juventus Academy, Cristiano decided to hook him up with a pair of mercurial safari football boots for his birthday. These aren't your run-of-the-mill boots. Oh no, these bad boys cost you over $250. You know, just a casual $250 pair of shoes that could probably make you run faster than you ever thought possible. If I had those boots, I'd probably trip on the way to the kitchen. But Junior, he's out here scoring goals like he was born with a football at his feet. Now let's talk about cars. Most kids get toy cars for their birthday. But Junior, oh no, he's getting the real thing. He's been spotted being chauffeured around in his dad's $200,000 Lamborghini. That's right, a kid who's probably still trying to remember where he left his homework is cruising in a Lamborghini. And if that wasn't enough, he's also got miniature versions of Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Yep, toys worth more than most people's rent for a year. But we all know it's a matter of time before he's driving the real deal. I mean, when you're the son of Cristiano Ronaldo, you don't exactly start off with a hand-me-down Toyota Corolla, do you? Speaking of vacations, Cristiano Ronaldo is the kind of guy who doesn't just go on a holiday. He takes his family on extravagant trips that make the rest of us wonder if we accidentally stumbled into the wrong life. For example, Ronaldo once spent a staggering 30 million euros on a vacation to Mallorca. Yup, 30 million. Some of us can barely scrape together the budget for a staycation, and here he is turning an entire island into his personal playground. The trip began with a 22 million euro private jet to fly them there in style, obviously. Who wouldn't want to board a jet that costs more than most of our houses combined? And if that wasn't enough, Ronaldo's yacht was ready and waiting to welcome him. The 27-meter, 6.5 million euro beauty had everything, except perhaps for a bit of space for the rest of us mere mortals to park our dreams. But don't worry, Ronaldo didn't just stop there. He also brought along his Bugatti Veyron, worth over €1 million, because why not? When you're Ronaldo, it's not just a yacht and a jet that need the best, it's your car collection too. To top it all off, his wife Georgina gifted him a limited edition Mercedes off-roader for his 35th birthday. Priced at around 300,000 euros, this car can hit speeds of 240 kilometers per hour and go from 0 to 100 in just 4.1 seconds. Because apparently, Ronaldo doesn't do slow in any area of life, not even when it comes to driving a luxury vehicle on vacation. But wait, if you thought that was the peak of his vacation lifestyle, hold on tight. He once spent 5,000 euros a week just for a yacht while vacationing on the fabulous Spanish beaches of Ibiza. Yup, 5K for just some floating luxury. He was joined by his girlfriend Georgina, his mom, and their 3 kids. But don't be fooled by the casual beach vibes. This wasn't your regular I forgot the sunscreen kind of vacation. Ronaldo rented a yacht, and not just any yacht. This one could reach speeds of 70 kilometers per hour, which is faster than most of us can get to work on a good day. Meanwhile, Ronaldo and Georgina are out here laughing in the sun while we're stuck debating whether or not we can afford a bag of chips on a beach trip. Speaking of their getaways, Ronaldo and Georgina's vacations are pretty much anything but ordinary. For example, their romantic escape to the French Riviera in August 2024 was the exact opposite of budget travel. While the rest of us are Googling cheap beach destinations, they were out here turning the south of France into their personal runway. Ronaldo showing off his sculpted abs, which, let's be honest, have their own abs, and Georgina looking like she just stepped out of a fashion magazine in a white bikini that's probably priced at more than my entire wardrobe. But hey, they're not just about looking good, they're also living large. They anchored a yacht, soaked up the sun, and even squeezed in some fitness time with gym sessions on the deck. Meanwhile, I'm over here just trying to find enough room in my luggage for my beach towel and sunscreen. Now, if you think their vacations are all about action and yachts, think again. When they went to the Red Sea, they dialed it down and spent some family time soaking in the crystal clear waters and enjoying uninterrupted views. You know, just your typical luxury family bonding time, the kind where you don't have to worry about losing your kids to the sand dunes or dealing with overpriced beach food. But of course, their Monaco trip couldn't be anything less than legendary. Georgina shared adorable moments of their kids on Instagram, making the rest of us wish we had their lifestyle, minus the part where we're fighting with our kids over who gets the last snack. And yes, they had more than just a yacht, because when you live the Ronaldo Rodriguez life, yachts are just the beginning. So, what do you think about Ronaldo's love for his family and his over-the-top vacations? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more over-the-top celebrity lifestyles and all things fabulous. Thanks for watching, and remember, dream big.